Okay, so what's going on here is I have decided to file a formal complaint against this officer for what she did in front of my house. I just feel that, it was harassment and it's unconstitutional for this to happen in front of someone's home when they're just sitting there for a couple of seconds. They're not doing anything illegal. It wasn't like I committed a traffic violation. So I've decided after getting some advisement from Superior Court as well as the municipal court in East Orange to file a formal complaint against her. Now, I've already been here earlier in the day, and I feel like I'm being stalled because I called Internal Affairs yesterday, and Internal Affairs never got back in touch with me to give me this woman's information. And I came by this morning, and I remember when I saw this woman the other day, she had stated to me that when I was talking to her, she said, she said, I know her. She said she's normally nice. And then when I came here this morning, I said, well, what's her first name? And she said she doesn't know her first name. She only knows her by Thorn or Torn or whatever way you say her last name. And it's like, how do you not know her first name? Then she's telling me that she gave me like three or four different answers. First, she told me that she said, oh, well, you got to go to Internal Affairs. Then she said, we don't have the information here. You got to go to the traffic court for the information. Then she said, she just told me like about three or four different things. And it's like, to me, now I'm going to file a complaint against the East Orange Police Department because I feel like that this cop did something wrong and you're trying to keep me from getting her personal information as I was advised to do in order to put this complaint together because I'm going to win. I have a case against her. So I'm not going to have anything where you can see it. I'm going to have the camera on. I'm going to, basically sneak and let you guys hear what's going on so you can see that they're BSing me about giving me this woman's information. So I'm getting out the car right now. Okay. Yeah, I just want to ask you a question. Now, I know you're saying that her information isn't here. Isn't she an employee here?
She's an employee, but we cannot give out our information. If you have to speak to internal affairs, they will be able to do that.
Okay, so they have her information. So I should definitely come here for her information on Monday. Okay, because I just want to make sure.
Internal affairs, the one who take care of, they'll take care of it.
Okay, so I can just come straight here and look for them on Monday?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, so now she's saying that I have to talk to Internal Affairs. But when I was here earlier, she told me that I have to talk to the people at traffic court. But one way or another, I don't know what kind of game they're trying to play, but you cannot keep her information from me. I am a tax-paying citizen in this city. I have paid taxes on a house here for 4.5 years. And I want this woman's information. She violated my rights. I mean, I don't know how many of you have looked at the video that I posted of this. I mean, I've had like 90 views. So, it's coming up a little tiny bit, because I'm not very well known on YouTube like I am on my Facebook page and things of that nature. But it's like, You know, to me, she told me like 3 or 4 different stories this morning. And like I said, she's the same woman that was there this morning. And she told me the other day, she said, oh, she said, I know her, she's nice. And when I asked her this woman's first name, she's saying she doesn't know it. She only knows about her last name. Now she's claiming that Internal Affairs has the information. So I definitely think that they are, at this point in time, they're trying to stall me. They're hoping that, I'll back off and I won't say anything, or, a couple of days, after a while I'll calm down. No, I'm not calming down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just insane. Like, how does something like that happen because somebody stopped in front of their own house for a couple of seconds? I am not calming down. Until they do something, until they reprimand her, she needs to be fired, in my opinion. But, if you're not going to fire her, at least give her, 90-day suspension without pay. Something. She can't do stuff like that. It's wrong. And as I told them, they know good and well, if this was Upper Montclair, where it's a predominantly white, neighborhood, or Bloomfield, or Morristown, this stuff doesn't happen over there, and I hate to pull the race card, but me and this woman just had a conversation about this. It's the same exact thing a couple of weeks ago, and she was telling me the same thing. She said all of these tickets and all this crazy stuff, she said this only happens most of the time in the black neighborhoods, because the problem is we as black people, we don't make enough noise about anything. So they feel like, oh, they stupid, we could do this and nothing's going to happen. They're not going to say nothing, they're not going to do anything, or they don't know who to say anything to. But one thing about me is I know how to complain. I know how to research who to complain to. If I don't know something, I'll keep researching until I get to the right people. And I've been doing really good because I've been complaining a lot. I've been talking to a lot of people, people that have been living in this state a lot more longer than me. I actually have a lot of people that I talk to that are like bigging me up, and they're saying, go ahead. They said, take her down, get her, do what you got to do everything in your power to make sure she pays for it, because they was like, that's ridiculous. And they said they keep doing this. They're walking all over us in this city. You know what I'm saying? So someone else suggested that I go to Supreme Court and file a complaint there, which is the court, the highest level you can go to. And I am ready to do that, and I will do it, because I just feel like it's not fair. I've complained to City Hall, I've complained, and nothing's been done yet. Nobody has taken me, because I feel like this. If you're going to have a meeting with her, this woman from City Hall told me on the phone on Thursday, I'm going to have a meeting with her on the next day. So I was never invited to this meeting, and then I sent the email yesterday morning, maybe about 7:30 in the morning. I didn't get a message until 3 o'clock, and I was saying, look, I would like to be present at this meeting because I feel like I'm the one who filed the complaint, so I want to come to the meeting. And when I sent that email, she never even responded to my request. She didn't say anything about it. It was just like, oh, well, I know you told me you was talking to Internal Affairs, give me a call back. No, let's talk about this meeting. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stupid. You didn't have that meeting. You just told me that to get me out of your hair right quick. So, as far as I'm concerned, City Hall has done nothing for me about this situation. I don't know what East Orange Police Department is doing. I know it's under investigation because of the fact that I have complained to Internal Affairs, and I gave them the original video that I did post of the actual incident. So, they're supposed to be putting it under investigation. So I know that that's going on. But, what does City Hall do? You guys, that's where the mayor's at. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's supposed to be doing something. And if you're going to have a meeting, it should be all of us at that meeting. It should be me because I'm the person that's complaining. It should be her because she's the cop. She feels how she feels about it, and I feel how I feel about it. And we all should be there. We should all sit down, and, you guys should do something. You should reprimand her. You should tell her, you're going to have to be on desk duty. You're going to have to be out the street for a while, and we're going to have to retrain you so this type of incident doesn't happen again. She has to be reprimanded in some kind of way. You can't just tell me you're going to have a meeting and don't invite me to the meeting. It doesn't work like that. So as far as I'm concerned right now, no one has done anything for me. So, just keep in mind, I'm sorry to take East Orange and run them through the mill like this, but, it's just not right. It's ridiculous. and I want something done because, I'm just sitting in front of my house where I live, where I pay taxes, and my tax dollars goes to this woman's salary, and this is what happens. You're just sitting there a couple of seconds, and before you know it, everything is turned upside down, and everything's going haywire, and you didn't even do anything. If I did something wrong, if I committed a moving violation, or I was selling drugs or something like that, I could see you doing that to me, but I didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to keep you all posted on what's going on, and I'm going to get this thing taken care of. I will not let this rest until I get this taken care of. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.